program is going to be conducted by Mr. Satish Kakri, my senior. He will be taking you through the various aspects of leadership skills. And I would now like to call upon him to begin the proceedings of this program.
Thank you, Amit. Good morning to you. Now we have today 4 sessions. The first one is now leadership. We'll talk about leadership. Then in fact, ideally I wanted to play some clips of famous world leaders, which if we have a little problem, we'll play it later. Then in the second session, we'll have team building and again talk about leadership a little bit, but that will be in the form of a management game. We'll try to distribute in 4 teams and carry out some activities. Then we'll have a presentation on time management, and finally the managing skills. That will be the last session, 3 to 4. So now the learning is best when it is enjoyed, and when if there is any doubt or at any given time, if there is any question in the mind of anyone, at that time itself, I think we can resolve. You can talk. It's not that we have to wait until end of a session. So I would welcome any suggestions, any comments, any questions at any time during the program. Now when we talk of leadership, it's a leadership style and it's also the quality of leaders. Now there could be, you got this? Can we try, because, and also the way the leader carries on himself or herself. Now when we talk of leadership traits, you have a coercive leader, you have a democratic leader, you have a leader who wants something which is like a coach. So different types of leaders we have. Now we have leaders in business arena and also we have leaders in political field. But I think the political leaders, because they connect larger audience, so they also represent these certain qualities which we find in business leaders also. So now, before I go further, I like to say something about the importance of communication in leader. Among other qualities, a leader has to be an excellent communicator. Now what does it mean? It means whatever he speaks should be clearly understood not by one person, but by everyone. Then he has to modulate. What is modulation? Modulation is the ability to bring in variance in pace, pause, pitch, emphasis on the keyword and the tone. Now this enables the person to hold the attention of the people. That means if I speak at the same pace, you might like to hear for a minute or half a minute, and then I'll not be able to hold your attention. So I must change the pace. If I am very fast, I'll not be understood. If I am very slow, you'll not like to listen. So the pace is changed, then pause. Just as we have comma, we have full stop, we change the paragraph, we must pause leader must pause in order to ensure that the audience not only listens, but assimilates everything. So we all have qualities of leadership. Communication, of course, you are all leaders in your own way, in your own field, in your own work. But our communication, the extent to which it can be improved, that has only to be realized by each one of us. Even the voice can be changed. Voice is dynamic. Voice can be made more clear, more effective. So all in the communication field, what I have found in our country particularly, it is not given the due importance. And at the same time, the speech is critical to your confidence. Yeah. So now, how the voice is formed, how the words are created, how many of us know how the voice is formed and how the words are created? Anyone? We speak all the time. Physically, how the voice is formed. Would you like to? Yes?
Vibrations? Larynx?
Yes, vibrations. But the entire thing, yes.
It's also to do with the thought process, what you have in the mind and how you are reacting to a situation in your mind, and then that is reflected through your voice.
Absolutely. First thing is that I must have an idea, as you very rightly said. First I think what I have to say. Now the moment I have an idea and I want to speak, the brain sends a signal to the lungs. Some breath is released. That breath strikes the vocal cord, as one of our friends said. It creates sound, not the words. Now, how the words are created? Anyone, how the words are created? Yes? Okay. Yes?
Thought process.
No, thought process, those language is there. But how physically the words are created? Sound is created by the
Modulation of your tongue.
tongue. Yes, tongue is one. Tongue, lips, absolutely right. Teeth, yes. When the young children, they lose their front teeth, they can't speak. There are 5 speech organs: jaw, tongue, teeth, lips and palate. Some people don't open the jaw, so they cannot be very articulate. Now I have been opening the jaw, reasonably articulate, but suppose I decide to demonstrate not to open the jaw, this is how I'll speak. I'll start speaking. It could be reasonably, it may not be as clear as the otherwise. So therefore, we must all use 5 speech organs: jaw, tongue, teeth, lips and palate. Now, for a leader, it is imperative that he should be a very good communicator. Because if he has whatever he wants to get done from his team, it is only through communication he'll be able to do it. Then he should be a good listener. We have two ears and one mouth. So listen twice as much. And the leader must be an excellent listener because he must understand his team. It's only when the leader understands the team that he can gear them, he can steer them to do whatever he wants. So 5 speech organs: jaw, tongue, teeth, lips and palate. And what is modulation? What is modulation? Voice modulation. Voice modulation is the only way I can hold your attention. And what is voice modulation? Your ability or talent to bring in variance in pace, pause, pitch, emphasis on the keyword and the tone. Pace, if you are very fast, you will not be understood. If you are very slow, people will not like to listen to you. So therefore you must change. You must change the pace, the pause. Like pause also must change. What is pitch? pitch, frequencies. Yes, note, somebody. Note, like sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa or do re mi. It's a note. Now, note is not only for the singers, it's also for the speakers. Because if you speak on the same note, for example, if I just give you a demonstration, now I will speak on one note only. You can ask me anything, I'll explain, but I will not allow the note to change. Now, if you listen like this, it will look like a robot. So some people change the note, but very little. Now, if I go to a condolence meeting, what should be my pitch? High or low? Low. And if I go to a football match and I am asked to do the commentary, what should be my pitch? Very high. Now, these are the two extremes. But wherever we go, whenever we go, to whatever the occasion and our communication, we must change the pitch. Pace, pause, pitch, emphasis on the keyword. Now, as you said, if we have an idea, now in order the same idea is projected, we must emphasize the right word. It is like if you want a particular site, you Google the keyword. Keyword is right, you get the right site, not otherwise. And finally, the tone. What is tone? Pardon?
Emotion to your words.
Absolutely right. Tone represents the emotions. Now let me tell you, oftentimes it's not what we speak is wrong. It's not that we use objectionable language, but the problem arises with the tone between the spouses, among friends, among colleagues. It's a tone. Now the leader has to ensure that he has total control on all these 5 elements of modulation. What are the 5 elements once again? Pace, pause, pitch, emphasis on the key word and the tone. Now I have talked to you about 2 things. Clarity, which you can achieve by using the speech organs, and modulation, so that everybody listens to you. So having said that, I would request each one of you to come here and talk about yourself just for 1 minute and see. Please try to observe these. Try to observe what? Use your speech organs the way probably you have been using your speech organs, but try to listen to your speech, what you speak, because oftentimes we listen to the other person, we don't listen to ourselves. But the mind, the brain has a possibility that you can listen to yourself, plus when you listen to the listener, you have to the person you are speaking to, you have also to listen with your eyes. Body language is very important, and the leader must recognize that the body language tells all. Body language tells when the person is really speaking from his heart or when he is trying to please you. So now, if it is possible, just for one minute, please come. We will record. We will record, because at the end of the day, I am confident that when we compare the 2 recordings, it should be much better at the end of it. And
You're required to go. That's fine.
see, it's only initially in my programs. Later on, people want to come. I'm not joking. Good morning.
My name is Anit Singh Vich, and I reside from Delhi. Thank you, Nimble Foundation, for giving me a chance. Regarding the speech, I would like to share, like, the best example is the speech given before by our previous ex-Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, and if you compare the speech with our present Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, there's a lot of difference between the speech they give, and that also gives us an idea about the leader, who is a good leader and how he can manage the country and this. So actually the speech can give you a fair idea about the person, his perception, and how he can lead the organization. That's what I like to say.
Thank you, thank you.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I am Captain Nilesh Gandhi, and it has been a real pleasure being with you all for the last 3 days. We've had a very excellent time here, and thank you, Mr. Kakri, for giving an opportunity to speak in front of everybody. Of course, I'm sure with the topics that will be covered today, we'll get a lot of takeaways, and we'll learn a lot out of this session. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Sam Verghese, Chief Engineer with the company, and I plan to take a lot out of this day's work. I have a lot of inhibitions in public speaking and everything. So, by end of the day, I think I should be better.
Good, good, good. In my stomach, it's like butterfly. No, he said it's a bit. It's an ice block. But the good thing is, after I start speaking, the ice melts away, and acceleration takes place. And I can assure you, if you come 2-3 times, you will like to come again. Yes, please.
Good morning, gentlemen. I'm Sunit Shanbar, Chief Officer Sailing with Goodwood. I am really looking forward to today's topics on a personal level, and I'm very glad that it has come up, because I do have problems, at least that's what I've been told, that in times of excitement, my tone, the keyword you use is tone,